Last couple of weeks of protesting, we've heard several speakers point out that our textbooks often skip over key events in the telling of American history, most having to do with critical moments in Black history.
Our Gabriela Becerra joins us live to share where these disparities often lie. Gabby?
Often, Americans receive a one-sided or reduced telling of history, and if not corrected, this narrative that students are taught can lead to more inequality in the United States.
They come in with a lot of fairy tale.
As a professor of Black history at the University of Wisconsin-Madison, Christy Clark Pujara sees the disparities told in history from the students in her classes.
The vast majority of them have no sense of how central and important race-based slavery was to the economic stability of the colonies, nor do they have an understanding of the centrality of slavery in the founding of the nation.
It's a one-sided telling of American history, the one she says begins as a young student. A simple example, Clark Pujara says, is the way the Constitution is taught.
The vast majority of my students have never heard of the Constitution as a pro-slavery document, even though there are very clear-cut ties to slavery. So I spent a lot of time explaining that to them, that it wasn't just a freedom document, it wasn't just a slavery document, it was both.
Not understanding all perspectives of history contributes to racism in our country today.
You don't understand systemic racism. You don't understand institutional racism. And you think that those are just like liberal buzzwords to get people up in arms, and that they're not rooted in something real and tangible.
For real change, Clark Pujara says the true telling of history needs to begin in kindergarten.
It's never too early to start. And I know that some people want to push back because they say things like, oh, well, kids that age can't digest some of the horrors that are a part of American history. Well, we're fine with telling our young children all about the Holocaust. And why are Americans so fine with telling their children all about the Holocaust? Because Americans get to be the heroes.
And adults need to push for public conversations and funded policy changes.
To really care about freedom, liberty, and justice, we have to tell the good with the bad, the ugly with the pretty, and understand that criticism of the United States is a patriotic act in and of itself.
While Professor Clark Pujara focuses on 19th century history for a living, she shares that it's important to teach young people that history is still prevalent today and can be seen in generational wealth, disparities between home ownership and loans, as well as state and federal policies.